and low. The voice is coming. So hello, if anyone is watching. So it got delayed because was some problem while streaming. So you can see it later if nobody is watching right now, or like there is one person watching. Mm. Yes. So we would start with dictionaries. Okay. So as we have already seen list, what is tuple, and what is sets. So now we are getting started with dictionaries. So what is a dictionary? Dictionary I think so. So hello everyone. As there are very few people are have joined, so I'll teach everything, and then you can see when it come as recording. Okay. So now we will start with dictionary. So dictionary is one kind of a data structure which help us store store the data, as which help us list, tuple, and set. These also help us store the data, and this dictionaries also help us store the data, but there are a lot of differences. So as you have seen the dictionary in the real time, so how the Oxford dictionaries look like. So let's say it's a dictionary. Okay, so there is word written over here, and then there is a colon, and there is a meaning. In normally all of the dictionary, it has some key and it has some value. Okay, so in the same way, in our Python there is a dictionary which gets stored as key and value pairs. As key and value pairs means there is some key and there is some value assigned to it, and it is separated by colons. So this is the only difference, because if you remember, in list we have these brackets, in tuple we have these brackets, in sets we have these brackets, and in dictionary also we have these brackets. Inside this, the data could be separated by commas. The data is separated by commas. The data is separated by commas. But now the data is in key and value format. Okay, so there is some key and there is some value defined to it. Okay, so let's say we have created one dictionary. There is a name and there is some value to it. So key need to be unique. As in sets, we had only unique values. So there is no duplicate value allowed. So in dictionary, there is no duplicate key allowed. So what it means is, let's say we have created student. All right. So now you can only create the key, only one key, which is name. You cannot create one more name, and then you cannot write a different name, right? So key need to be unique, but what you can do, you can repeat the values. Okay, the values could be duplicate. All right, coming to accessing the elements, as we have seen how the students look like. So we will make student over here again. So we write the name of a variable, then we write equals to, and inside the brackets we write key and value pair. So we will write name, let's say the name is defined as Alice in our dictionary, comma, and what else is defined? Age and grade, right? Age, okay, okay, age and grade I've defined in one only. So age, let's say, is 25. Mm. So let's say I've defined 25. So let's say our dictionary have these two values. So how we will access it? We will write student, and in this brackets we will write the key, and then we will get this value. But the problem with this method is that if, let's say, name doesn't exist in our dictionary, then it will show you the error, right? So that's why we use this second method to access the value inside the dictionary. We use this get method to avoid any kind of error. So let's say you have written student dot get age, and let's say age doesn't exist in our dictionary, it won't give you any errors. Like you can define your own errors, you can write the name of the key, and if this key and value pair doesn't exist, give the default value which is not found. Okay, so there are two ways to access the keys. The first one is using these brackets, and the second one is using this get method. All right. Good evening, Sachin. When you have joined? Okay. Coming to common dictionary methods that we would be having is first one is keys. From the name itself, it is clear that it will going to return all the keys which is mentioned in the dictionary. So let's take a different example now. Let's take employee. Okay, let's write name. Should I zoom this up a little bit? So let's say in name we can write comma, let's write role. Let's write developer. Okay, so name and roles, name and the role are the keys. So if you going to print what, if you're going to print employee dot keys, so it will going to return you name and the role. If you're going to write values over here dot values, then it will going to return Anshika and developer. All right. And if you do write items, so it will going to return you key and value pair. So it will give you in the tuples. In if I would tell you how it going to go, it's going to return name equals to Anshika, and then comma, then this value. This will get printed if you write this function dot items. All right. This is get and default that we have seen in the previous slide, that if you write the name of a dictionary over here, then dot, then the key that you're searching for and the default value that we have seen over here. Yes, over here. Dictionary name dot get the key, and if the key is not found in the dictionary, then this message will come up. All right. So the next function is update. Is the update function help us add inside the existing dictionary. So let's say हमारी existing dictionary तो वही थी जो हम लोग ने अभी अभी बनाई, तो हम लोग नई dictionary बनाते हैं जिसका नाम देते हैं dict2, और उसके अंदर हम लोग लिखते हैं class, and let's write the class btech. Fine. So if you want to add, so you will just write dictionary1 dot update and this dict2. That's it. So it will automatically add this particular key and value pair inside our dictionary 1. Okay, this pop function uh, remove the and returns the value. So basically it will remove this key and value pair and it will return the value of the keys by default. Okay, so now we have this pop item. So pop item removes the last inserted key and value pair. So let's say we have inserted these values. So this is the last inserted value and this will get removed if you use pop item method or functions, whatever you can say. Okay, coming with more dictionary methods. So there are 3 more methods: the set, default, and this value. It will return the value else it's set to default. Okay, so now what you can do is, let's say this city value is not there inside of dictionary, then it will set its value to unknown. So let's say we will make visit name of the dictionary. Let's say we have defined city to Delhi. Okay, so now, and we will use this function visit dot set default city, and the unknown is written over here. So what it will do, it will return this value because the city is existing in our dictionary. But let's say this is not existing, then it will create a new key and value pair which would be having city and unknown as a value. Okay. Can I change the key value in existing dictionary? If yes, then how can you do this? Okay, can you change the key and value in existing? Yes, you can do that. Okay. So let me tell you how. That I was going to tell you in this slide. So विकास से जो हमारा क्वेश्चन है, ये नेक्स्ट स्लाइड का क्वेश्चन है. अभी मैं यहाँ पे हूँ. Focus over here, then we will see what is this. All right. Okay. So ये हमारा clear जो function है, ये remove कर देगा सारे items from dictionary, and copy will copy the entire dictionary into a different dictionary, but it will be a shallow copy. Right? Yes. So अब हम विकास वाले क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं. ठीक है. So adding a new key and value pair. So basically that is what we need to do. So let's say we create, like, this dictionary is created. Okay. So let's say you need to add one more pair, which is city is equals to New York. So how you will write it? You will write the name of the dictionary, then in the brackets you would be writing the key of the pair that you want to add and equals to and this value. And if you execute this line and try to print student, it will get added at the back over here. The city is equals to New York. Okay. So now updating. So let's say our age is equals to 25 written over here, and we want to make it 26. So we will do it the same way. Exactly same way. So if you want to change the grade, then you need to write the dictionary name, which is student, brackets, grades, and then the changed value or modified value. Let's see B. Okay. Because is this clear? So now solve this particular question. If you have got what I said right now, but dictionary is immutable. So how is it possible? Dictionary is not immutable. Check it once more. It is mutable. Keys are unmutable, but values are mutable. So basically, when you say that dictionary is unmutable, it means you cannot change the keys. Basically, when you are writing over here age is equals to 25, so you are not changing this, you are just changing the values. So values could be changed, the keys are unmutable. Yes. Now coming on the next thing. Till then, solve the question that I've given in comments. So now coming to removing. The student.pop is equals to grade. So it will remove this particular key and value pair from our dictionary, and if you try to print student again, it will show you just these two pairs. Coming to iterating over the dictionary, so this is important. So for the for loop, we have two things to be written over here. Like if we are normally iterating, we usually write for I in range, and that's what we have written till now. But over here we have two iteration, as there are two values inside the dictionary, so we'll write key and value in student dot items. So what does this item function do? Anybody can tell me in comments what this items function do. I have told in second slide. So हमारा ये student dot items will do what? Yes, it will return the key and value pair. So now try to understand, like this is containing all the keys and values. Okay, so it is containing keys and values, and we are iterating using for loop. The key is taking from this key and value pair, and value is getting from this. So this items is the collection, and these collections are taking value from these two values, and that's why we can print this key and value pair. You can go online on online compiler or on VS Code, and you can create this student dictionary, and you can iterate it and tell me what's the output is coming. Does anybody have done written this code? Okay, do it till we, then we should be moving the next slide. Okay, tell me if you're done, Vikas. Okay, Sachin. Name Alice, age 25. Guess. So you have created this, and this would be the output. Okay. Any problem, Sachin? Any doubt? Any issue till now? Dictionary is very simple, right? Just you have to remember this key and value pair. That's it. Or does anybody know? I don't have. Okay, you don't have any problem. Okay, sure. So now anybody is knowing that dictionary is ordered or it's unordered? Hmm. So is dictionary is ordered or it is unordered? Yes, very good. It is unordered. So it means that if you try to print this, इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी कि नेम एज के बाद आएगा, मतलब नेम के बाद एज आएगा और एज के बाद सिटी आएगा, ज़रूरी नहीं है. ऐसा हो सकता है कि सिटी टॉप पे आ जाए और नेम नीचे आ जाए, बिकॉज इट इज़ अनऑर्डर्ड. एज लाइक सेट भी हमारा अनऑर्डर्ड होता है और ये भी हमारा अनऑर्डर्ड होता है. लिस्ट इज ऑर्डर्ड एंड ओके. अब किसी को लिस्ट कॉम्प्रीहेंशन याद है? हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था शायद, इफ यू हैव अटेंडेड दैट लाइव क्लास. सो लिस्ट कॉम्प्रीहेंशन, आई रिमेंबर आकाश वॉज देयर इन द क्लास. So if you are in the live stream, you can tell me, or anybody, if you anybody know about list comprehension, they can tell me. So you don't have the idea about list comprehension? Okay, fine. So basically, जो जहाँ तक मुझे याद है, हम लोगों ने लिस्ट कॉम्प्रीहेंशन में ऐसे किया था. हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे x लिखा था, कॉमा, फिर हमारे पास यहाँ पे फॉर लूप चल रहा था, और हम लोग वहाँ पे x की कोई वैल्यू पास कर रहे थे. तो बेसिकली हम लोग दो तीन चीज़ें इनसाइड अ लिस्ट कर रहे थे, उसी को हम लोग लिस्ट कॉम्प्रीहेंशन बोलते हैं. सो वही चीज़ हम लोग यहाँ पे भी करने वाले हैं. इनसाइड अ डिक्शनरी we are having two parts. This is the part and this is the part. So let's forget about list comprehension if you don't know. Okay, sure. So similarly, if you know about list comprehension, then you will be able to understand this dictionary comprehension too. So basically हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, यहाँ हम लोग ने squares नाम का एक डिक्शनरी बनाया है, और उसके बाद हम लोग ये x वैल्यू को स्क्वायर करके इनसाइड ऑफ दिस डिक्शनरी स्टोर करवा रहे हैं. सो लेट्स से हमारा जो x है वो 1 2 3 4 5. सो हम लोग वहाँ से 1 से लेके 5th तक 1 से लेके 6 तक जा रहे हैं. बट क्यों हम लोग 6 तक क्यों जा रहे हैं, कोई बताएगा मुझे? वाई वी आर गोइंग अप टू 6 अगर हमें सिर्फ 5 तक ही डिक्शनरी में प्रिंट करवाना है? यस, लास्ट वन एक्सक्लूडेड होता है. ऑलराइट, दैट्स व्हाई हम लोग यहाँ पे 6 लिख रहे हैं, हम लोग यहाँ पे 5 नहीं लिख रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो हम लोग यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं, हम लोग x के अंदर x को स्क्वायर कर रहे हैं. तो हमारा जो 1 है 1 के ऊपर स्क्वायर लगाओगे तो कितना आएगा, 1 आएगा। 2 के ऊपर स्क्वायर लगाओगे 4 आएगा। 3 के ऊपर स्क्वायर लगाओगे तो 9 आएगा। 4 के ऊपर स्क्वायर इट्स 16 एंड 5 के ऊपर स्क्वायर इज 25। एंड हम लोग ये सारी जो वैल्यू है ये इनसाइड द स्क्वायर इनिशियलाइज भी कर दे रहे हैं, तो हमारी डिक्शनरी कुछ ऐसी दिख रही होगी। और हम लोग इस वाली लाइन में हम लोगों ने क्या किया है, डिक्शनरी कॉम्प्रिहेंशन किया है। तो ये दिस इज द वन पार्ट एंड द सेकेंड पार्ट इज हम लोग इसके अंदर फॉर लूप लगा रहे हैं। यस इट विल रन टिल 5। ओके सो हम लोगों ने अभी मैंने बताया कि ये अनऑर्डर्ड होती है, पर ये 3.6 से पहले ऑर्डर्ड थी। तो मतलब ये 3.6 मतलब ये वर्जन है कि वर्जन आते रहते हैं, पाइथन में चेंजेस होते हैं और चेंजेस के हिसाब से वर्जन्स आते हैं। तो अगर 3.6 के बाद जो भी वर्जन आया है उस सारे वर्जन्स में इट इज अनऑर्डर्ड। अनऑर्डर्ड मीन्स इफ यू ट्राई टू प्रिंट a dictionary it will printed in unordered fashion, it won't be in sequence, right? Coming to key must be unique and immutable. So I have told you as Sachin asked कि ये कैसे पॉसिबल है जब ये इम्यूटेबल होती है, सिर्फ कीज इम्यूटेबल होती हैं, वैल्यूज कुड बी चेंज्ड एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी वर एबल टू डू इट। हम लोग क्या लिख रहे थे, हम लोग स्टूडेंट लिख रहे थे एंड देन हम लोग एज की वैल्यू उठा के चेंज कर दे रहे थे, उसको हम लोग 26 कर दिया था। तो हमारे यहाँ पे वैल्यू चेंज हो रही है, हमारी की इज रिमेनिंग द सेम, यू कैन नॉट चेंज द की। ओके यू कैन नॉट डू लाइक दिस कि if you try to write let's say AG, it's not E, मतलब ये वाला एज और ये अलग अलग है, इसमें ये कैपिटल ए है और जी है, उसमें ई नहीं है, ठीक है। और अगर तुम इसको इस तरीके से लिखोगे ना, सो ये इसके अंदर एक और पेयर बना देगा, ये इसके अंदर कोई चेंजेस नहीं करेगा। सो द की वुड बी रिमेनिंग यूनिक एंड वैल्यूज आर म्यूटेबल एंड कैन बी ऑफ एनी टाइप। एनी टाइप मीन्स एनी डेटा टाइप। यस दैट्स इट फॉर डिक्शनरीज। फाइल हैंडलिंग वाला पार्ट हम लोग कल पढ़ेंगे, एज आज की स्ट्रीमिंग में प्रॉब्लम थी, इट वॉजंट हैपनिंग, दैट्स वाई थोड़ा सा लेट हो गया। सो इसके लिए हम लोगों ने आज सिर्फ डिक्शनरी कवर किया है। सो लेट्स गो ऑन द टॉप। So you can re-watch the video. Yes, we can change the value but not the key. So you can re-watch this video when it will get posted, and then you can tell me if you have any problem in this, or the people who are present in the live class, they can tell me if they have any doubt. Does anyone have any doubt? Or we can wrap up for today's session, and tomorrow we will start streaming at 3, and then we will cover the file handling and some of your doubts if you have. Okay then, if you don't have any doubt, then bye bye, take care, see you tomorrow.